I will tell you, July 4th, Major League Baseball, the celebration. Kansas City Royals, for my money, has the best promotional, man, there's a tie. Maybe it's Boston Red Sox, but the Kansas City Royals are doing a bobblehead, and bobbleheads for some people are so yesterday. Oh, contract. This bobblehead is called Red, White, and Bobby bobblehead. And on July 4th, Saturday, the Royals are going to give it to the first 25,000 fans. And the bobblehead doll, and I know that's not what it is, but it's the Big Lebowski if he was doing a July 4th cookout. Hot dog in one hand, a baseball bat in the other, with an American eagle at the end of the bat. He's wearing basically flag shorts, a USA jersey, and a Kansas City Royals buckethead hat. It is glorious, this bobblehead doll. It's one of the most July 4th things I think I've ever seen. Oh, and on the bobblehead stand, there's a mini grill with 2 burgers and 2 baseballs next to the grill and a little flag coming out of the ground. So the Kansas City Royals, Red, White, and Bobby, and it says Bobby Witt Jr. It's the Big Lebowski. You can Google if you want to reference. And it is glorious, like fantastico. This might be one of the best giveaways I've ever seen, not just July 4th. In my office here at the Bryan Broadcasting Building, I have this isn't some epic, but I've got quite a bit of a bobblehead collection. And one of the bobblehead dolls I have, because they're not all sports, is a Big Lebowski bobblehead doll. Also have a Darth Vader. I also have a Moochie Norris and a Yao Ming and a Nolan Ryan. But yeah, I have a Big Lebowski bobblehead doll. Now I said, okay, now that I said it and I'm thinking about it, no, that's the hands down winner. Maybe second place is the Boston Red Sox. And they've done a USA soccer jersey for the first 7,500 fans, but they had to do it the other night because I don't think they're home over the weekend. So they had to do theirs a little bit early, but it's good, borderline great. And the Big Lebowski Royals bobblehead doll is simply great. There is no good attached to it. So that's my winner. If you hang out here on the Louie Bellina Show, presented by CC Electric, you might know I'm a Chicago Cubs fan. Lifelong, made the trip to Wrigley, tear in my right eye. They have a 4th of July t-shirt, and I don't know the quality of the shirt. The tiebreaker in any t-shirt is the quality of the shirt. That's kind of my take on it, right? And 4th of July t-shirt, and it's just got the Eagle, America 1776, land of the free. Basic, but absolutely glorious. Cincinnati Reds might have the worst because it's a USA-themed hat. But saying that is pretty loose, and the Reds on the front of the hat looks like something from a horror movie's slasher flick. Don't get it. The Cleveland Guardians have a patriotic cap. It's simple. Like, think of their base Cleveland hat with the C in front, except red, white, and blue. I'll allow it. I will allow it. I mentioned the Astros player jersey. Josh Hader, by the way, is the player. And like I said, really good. But the Patriotic Orbit beach towel, oh man, that is already an instant classic. And they're doing the Hader jersey tomorrow night, and the Patriotic Orbit is for Saturday. The Los Angeles Angels are doing a patriotic hat, but I'm not impressed because all they did is take their base Angels hat that I'm sure they have left over because they don't have that many fans and put a flag under the Angels, that patch that, yeah. Now, back to the cool though. Back to the way cool. The Dodgers, LA Dodgers, and you can hate them because they buy championships, but they're doing America 250 commemorative coin. Front, 4th of July, 250th anniversary, LA, with a flag background. And then in the back, they're celebrating their back-to-back world championships. Epic, phenomenal, fantastical. The Milwaukee Brewers, hard pass. Move on, Lou. The New York Yankees, they're doing a basic, it's 4th of July cap, the first 18,000 fans. On the side, it's got 250th in the front. This is the NY, done in the red, white, and blue flag. Simple, nice. Seattle Mariners, a little something different than the norm. Bucket. And I know not everyone's a bucket hat fan. I don't mind them. In the words of Mills Lane, I will allow them. And it's a Mariners bucket head, red, white, and blue, stars and stripes. It's nice. And I've said two of my favorites, top 3 list. The Patriotic Orbit would be 2. The Kansas City Royals, red, white, and bobbly, Big Lebowski is first with nothing coming close to it. I don't know who I'd put in third, but it's one of these two, by the way. The Washington Nationals, and geez, you're the Washington Nationals. I hope you'd crush it. They've got a shirt that's unique and cool and patriotic all at the same time. They actually didn't just do the basic, here's a hat using red, white, and blue. They got a shirt. It's got Abe Lincoln in the center, wearing a Washington Nationals cap and sunglasses that have the, red, white, and blue, the flag over it. So hip and cool. And it says, here for the fireworks around it, on it. I know. See, that's the only one of these I've talked about that the visuals desperately needed. But it's cool and it's different. That t-shirt is awesome. That's a collectible. Here for the fireworks with Abe Lincoln wearing shades and a Nationals cap t-shirt. That is a collectible. Now, the other one that I'd have to decide for third, and this so pains me. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, my eye itches saying this, but the Texas Rangers, they have, and it's being called an America's 250th birthday jersey. They're giving it away on Saturday, July 4th. And it is sweet. The white base, but then it says Rangers in blue across the front. It's got blue sleeves. And they just put stars into the blue that's on the sleeves and on the Rangers across. And it looks sharp when you see the stars and the blue. It is designed extremely well. It's called America's 250th birthday jersey. First 10K making their way to the Rangers on July 4th itself. So, kudos to the Astros and the Rangers. Because in between the Orbit, Patriotic Orbit towel, and the Rangers America 250 birthday jersey, it's 2 of the top 3, no worse than 4 easily. MLB celebrating July 4th, America 250. And how do you do that? By giving away free stuff. That's how. Pretty awesome. Now, when we return on the Louie Bellina Show, I'm not 100% sure what's next, but we're going to have fun all day long. That's kind of like my promise to you. This is the Louie Bellina Show, just getting started. It is the Louie Bellina Show presented by CC Electric, Thursday on the Zone.
The Houston Astros play in the zone. Thanks to Kelly Bird Dozer.
The Louie Bellina Show inside the Charles Schwab studio on a Thursday. Just getting started. How about we jump into the maroon and white notebook? I think that's a great idea. Got the email this morning. We knew that Aggie basketball was going to take a trip this summer when Bucky had a State of the Union. I don't know if it was 2-3 weeks ago. He told us that. They're going to the Bahamas. Well, we got details. It'll be in August. They're going to take part in the 2026 Baha Mar Hoops Summer League. Goes Monday, August 3rd through Wednesday, August 5th. It'll be at the stunning, that's the word from the press release, stunning Baha Mar Resort. BDG Sports announced this morning. It's a 5-day trip. They'll begin August 6th through August 6th. Wait a minute. That's a one-day trip. August 2nd through August 6th. 3 exhibition games at the Baja Mar Convention Arts and Entertainment Center. That's on site at the resort. They're going to play the University of Victoria, Canada. That's August 3rd. Toros de Valle, a professional team from Colombia, August 3rd, August 4th. And then Carleton University, Canada on August 5th. So that's the deets. Aggie basketball, Bucky ball, going to the Bahamas, August 2 through 6. They have games on 3, 4, 5. Practice more, practice early, bonding, just reps. Great idea. Count me in. For what, Lou? Excitement? I told you I'm buying all the Bucky stock I can. Maroon and white notebook. Baseball, Ray. Baseball. Aggies picked up an outfielder from Oklahoma yesterday. Alec Blair. True freshman last year at OU. And again, 93 at-bats. He had some, still a small sample size. Yesterday, talking with Tony Catalina, Gig'em 247. It appears with the coaching staff, hires, and structuring that Michael Early is taking over the hitters full time. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. He is a phenomenal hitting coach. And I believe he was all in on the hitters this year after the, less than a month or a month to go to the season, mutual parting of the ways that occurred anyway. I find myself, wow, I got to say this correctly. They lost a lot of offense. They lost 3 Major League Baseball players, all batting 1, 2, 3 in the order. If you're not concerned, I don't think you're doing it right. But that concern is very tempered by the idea of, I look at like an Alec Blair. And again, he hit 247, 2 homers, but small sample size. If you got talent as a hitter, I feel confident that Early as the hitting coach, as your hitting instructor, guru, mentor, can get something from you / maximize that. It's like Adam Cushing in the O-line. My confidence in their ability in that position, in that direction to get things done. Now, even with that being said, did they bring in enough talent to replace at enough of a level for SEC? That's the concern. Sophomore slump, sophomore adjustments, there's a lot. But I do believe in Michael Early and his ability to get hitters to hit, as basic as that sounds. Still Aggie baseball time. D1 baseball has kind of done their slow drip this week with their All-Americans. I think like 1 day, 2 day, then 3 days. And the recap, second team All-Americans, D1 baseball, Gavin Grahovic, Caden Sorrell. Third team All-American, I don't do beyond first and second. Freshman All-American was Nico Partida. I hope Clayton Freshcorn comes back. Come back, make yourself like a second first round pick. Be the Friday night starter this year. Maybe it's just a dream. Maybe it's all just a dream. D1 baseball, speaking of them, did a mocking of a draft. Want to hear it? Chris Acopian, 9 to the Atlanta Braves. Chris Acopian, 9 to the Atlanta Braves. By all mock drafts I've been able to catch MLB, I think it's pretty straightforward that Hakopian, if you were to do a big board, matter of fact, okay, Keith Law, who formerly was the ESPN college baseball guy, and now he does The Athletic. Keith Law did a big board, top 100. Chris Hakopian was 34. I've seen Hakopian be 20 to 30. Keith Law said 34, big board. It doesn't matter. His big board's irrelevant. He is a top 10 to 15 draft pick in the upcoming MLB draft. If you put him in the top 10, you're high on him. If you put him in the 12 to 16 range, that's consensus for the upcoming Major League Baseball draft. The write-up, his scouting report, played one game over a span of a month near the start of the season due to lower back injury. Didn't miss a weekend after his return. Showed a very good line drive swing, excellent contact rate, with an in-zone whiff rate that was just 8%. Quote, again, Keith Law, scouting report. If his medicals don't hold him back, he's an easy first-round pick with the potential for power and high contact rate. That high contact rate is a theme on all scouting reports I see. So Hakopian was 34 on the big board, and in the D1 baseball mock, they say 9. And again, if you have him top 10, that's the high end. And I feel like that 12 to 16 is consensus. I will say this about the D1 baseball mock draft. It's the first one I've seen where the UCLA shortstop, Rock Cholowski, is not number 1. So, yeah, just throwing that out there. By the way, in the mock draft, they have the Rangers at 16 taking Hunter Dietz, the left-handed pitcher from Arkansas. And at 17, they have the Astros taking the third baseman from Mississippi State, Ace Reese. So Astros, Rangers, mock draft projections. Also in the mock draft, as you'd imagine, whole lot of SEC. Whole lot of SEC. Back to the Keith Law big board for just a second. At 44, Gavin Grohovic. And the thing that they love is his early entering this year concern was his swing and miss rate. But, quote, Gavin Grohovic has really turned his approach around from his last healthy season. And they mentioned his 24 strikeout rate, which is 29%. Horrible. And then this year, his strikeout rate way down, and that's exactly what they wanted to see. Huge for him. Caden Sorrell, 67 on the big board. Oh, the first sentence. Listen to this. This year's version of Jace Lavalette, or maybe Vance Honeycutt without the elite D. Sorrell has huge power that he got to plenty this year. He finished the year tied for 14th in D1 with 23 homers. And this is the concern, and huge propensity to swing and miss with a 32% whiff rate this spring. Finally, big board, Shane Sadeo, 97. So 4 Aggies made the top 100 big board. Look, it is, if you look at Sadeo's year, I mean, it was awful. But his strikeout rate was insane. But it was obvious, I would say, that the year back from Tommy John, that it wasn't 100%. I think it was obvious his pitching coach did him zero favors on the pitch calling. I think there was a combo of things. Shane Sadeo could have been served so much better. But he throws a ton of strikes. He strikes out a ton of batters. And he's a lefty. That Major League Baseball doesn't care about the results part. They just see the tools part and go, yeah, let's get that kid. So Sadeo, top 197 on the big board. Ross from east of East Texas, text message, said, I've heard Bronny on Texas mention that Fresh Corn could come back. He put a question mark next to that. Now you mentioned him being in your wish list. What do you think the chances are he comes back? I don't know. I don't know if I know even half of what Bronny knows. He's connected and all that. So I don't even know if I know half. But from the start, it didn't make sense that Fresh Corn had to go to me. If he's not a top 2 pick, and I know that teams can manipulate and pay 3rd round picks, 1st round pick money. So any statement, there's exceptions to everything. But with the current state of NIL and the way MLB is going, if he's not one of those first 2 round picks, I'm pretty sure you can pay him enough to come back and be your Friday night starter and then go make the big money. But then again, you don't know what a player wants. Maybe he doesn't want to start. I'm serious when I say that. Or maybe he just wants to start his pro career. And so Fresh Corn coming back sets everything up completely differently. completely differently. And what do you think the chances are he comes back? No clue. You have to talk to him. I know that sounds straightforward, basic, almost stupid, but it's the truth. What's his projected? And again, I haven't seen him projected in a single first round. I've seen only a couple second. At that point, everybody's got the best mock drafts are ones that stop at like 15. Mocking MLB drafts is insane. But in my head, that's just if he's not in the first 2 rounds, come back. He'll have the NIL to come back. Make yourself in the first, second round, Friday nights A&M. That's just the base thought I've had since day one. When we return, I got a special listen-in for you. Nah, it's not Greg. No. I got a Aggie, maroon, and white listen-in for you. This is the Louie Bellina Show, presented by CC Electric. They have free estimates. They have military and veteran discounts. They're CC Electric. It's the Louie Bellina Show on the Zone.
The Money Machine Back to School begins July 27th. Are you ready? Your chance to win $5K from the Zone and the Louie Bellina Show.
The Louie Bellina Show Thursday inside the Charles Schwab studio. Support for you, if you decide to go at Charles Schwab, is Mark Sim. And he's right here in College Station. Local. It's not some phone center. It's not some phone tree. It's Mark Sim right here in College Station. You walk through the door, sit down, shake a hand, look them in the eye. And you still have all of Charles Schwab behind you. That means you get a modern approach to wealth management. They have the financial planning to meet your specific needs. Like, why did you call them in the first place? But also with Mark Sim and Charles Schwab, they have the flexibility to adapt as your needs change with time. And they will in ways you've never imagined. But with Charles Schwab, they've been there, done that. They got your back. Let them do the worrying. Look them up. Mark Sim. Go to schwab.com/College Station. Time now for a listen-in. Leroy Burrell is the new A&M track and field head coach. Comes from Auburn. Credentials, resume, insane. Yesterday we kind of went over that. He had an introductory press conference, and I wish I could tell you when, but I think I've been taken off the track and field email press release. I never got the release when he's hired. I never got the release that they scheduled a press conference. I've got nothing. So it happened sometime this week. I wish I could tell you when. And we have a listen in to Leroy Burrell's introductory press conference.
Howdy. Well, good morning and welcome. We're glad that you're here, and we're really excited today as we welcome Leroy Burrell and Michelle and the entire family as the 20th head coach of our track and field program here at Texas A&M. Before I get into just a couple comments about Coach Burrell, I want to just share a couple things, and most of these are thank yous. I want to thank Pat Henry, and I want to thank our coaching staff that's here today. This is utopia administratively. This never happens, right? We were here, 9 days ago? And it's not lost on me that in the corner was the athletic director who hired Coach Henry. And here we are 9 days later, and here's Coach Henry, who helped create all of this, and he's here to support the next head coach in Leroy Burrell. That's really awesome. So I want to thank you, Coach. I want to thank our coaching staff. It's really meaningful to me that you're here, Coach. And we told you that you were going to be part of this program as long as you wanted to be, so you still are. And so we're grateful that you and Gail are still here. I also want to thank Jonathan Wallace, our sport AD. I want to salute Jonathan. And he's a sport AD for track and field, and our committee that was put together, that he put together. We have all the committee members here as well. I want to thank them for their hard work, and we had a lot of interest, as you can imagine. We believe that this is the best job in track and field, and so we want to thank the committee for all of their hard work. So I thought about, what am I going to say about Leroy Burrell? Am I going to stand up here? So I got this document that's got a whole bunch of numbers and all these accomplishments, both personally and coaching, and I was like, well, they can read all of that, right? So I'm not going to go through a list about what Leroy Burrell brings to our track and field program, but I was just thinking about three things. Why Leroy Burrell? Why was this gentleman chosen to lead a very important program at Texas A&M? First and foremost is He's a man of integrity. You know, it's really interesting to me. I got a lot of feedback about Coach Burrell, and the first thing that ever came out of their mouths and from their mind had nothing to do with how fast he was in the Olympics or actually his coaching. All they kept telling me was, he is a great human being. He's a great person with a great family. And that really means a lot to us, right? As Aggies, our core values are real. Integrity is really important. And so the fact who he is as a man and a person really matters here in our athletic department. Secondly, he understands the expectations at a place like Texas A&M. Let's be honest, that man over there created some unrealistic expectations, right? Like, this is a place that has really high expectations. And this gentleman understands what those expectations are, and he's not afraid to embrace those expectations. His track record of success, both at Houston and Auburn, I think is really clear and about that understanding. And third, and mostly, it's credibility, right? Like, this gentleman has done everything that our student athletes aspire to do. And I think that's really powerful in a day and age when young men and young women have significant dreams and opportunities, maybe even more opportunities than we were student athletes back in the day. And so Coach Burrell has that ability and credibility. So we are just beyond honored. We're grateful you're all here, but we're honored to introduce to you the 20th head coach of our track and field program, Mr. Leroy Burrell.
Trev. Wow, what a wonderful introduction, and I couldn't be more excited about the opportunity to lead this program. I want to start with something I've been saying lately to a lot of people who have congratulated me and wished me well and have thrown out a tremendous amount of support for me and my family. God is good. I have had a remarkable journey filled with a great deal of success and some tremendous, mighty struggles, death and loss. And to be making a round trip from my time at Houston to Auburn and to come back to Texas is just a tremendous blessing for me and for my family. And I couldn't be more grateful to Trev and Jonathan, the members of the committee, and the coaching staff and all the support people, and really the whole Aggie family. So I am going to move to the next tradition and say howdy. I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge the legend, the GOAT, and a great friend, Coach Henry. Coach Henry, I am at awe of all of your accomplishments, and I am even more impressed with the man you are, and I am honored to be your friend. And I really mean that, sir. I will always call you Coach because you are the coach. You're the coach of coaches. And, my only regret is that you didn't quite get to LSU in time to recruit me, because I probably would have been a student athlete of yours. Please give Coach Henry your hand. Next thing I want to acknowledge is my family, my lovely wife, Michelle. She's my right hand, my brain, my heart. A lot of people don't know, but my wife is an Olympic gold medalist herself, and she is probably more of a track fan than I. And sometimes I have to tell her I don't want to talk about that. I live it, so I don't necessarily want to talk about it. My son, Jaden, who's going to be transitioning from Auburn here, and I know this is a challenge for him because he's going into his senior year, and I certainly hope the Aggie community ingratiates him, embraces him in this transition. My son Joshua, who is a fantastic young man and musician and artist, and I'm looking forward to him coming back to Texas to reconnect with some of his friends. My granddaughter here as well, Amora, and my eldest son, who's not with us. Cameron, we lost him a little over 6 years ago. Well, getting close to 6 years now, and he is a big part of my heart. And although I've had to grow my life to deal with losing him, and so this is a part of that. This helps me grow my life, and hopefully my family's life, so that missing piece isn't so big. I want to start again by saying thank you. I really appreciate this opportunity. This is not normal. I know living in Aggie land is fantastic. But I've been a few places and seen a lot of things, and to walk into this fantastic, fabulous, stupendous, palatial facility among palatial facilities across this campus is not normal. This is the epicenter of track and field. There are national governing bodies that do not have what we have here in this building. And a lot of that has to do, obviously, to Coach Henry, but also to the Aggie family. This place has support unlike any other, and I am looking forward to delivering on some success, a great deal of success, because the support demands it and the expectation demands it. I hope that every time and in every way I rise to be the man for the moment, but I certainly can't do it alone. I need my family. I need my assistant staff. I need our support staff. I need our administration, and I need our community to get behind this track and field program and help us to continue winning those numerous trophies that you see in the back and out in the lobby. It is not easy. We are in a new era. The world is changing. There are a lot of things that we didn't have to worry about 10, 15 years ago that we have to worry about now. And I certainly hope that if I need some assistance, if I need some help, that I can make a call to one of the numerous people who support this program and support this institution to help us to continue to grow Aggie track and field. This program is rooted in greatness, and a lot of that was watered and fertilized, watered and fertilized by Coach Henry and his fantastic family. And I certainly hope that I, as a head track and field coach at Texas A&M, will have the opportunity and the ability to bring my family to the fray and to the fold and work towards the continued greatness. I don't think, and I certainly hope I'm not jinxing myself, we'll ever get to where Coach Henry, well, I'm not going to say I don't think. It's going to be really difficult to get to where what Coach Henry accomplished. But, if I can get a win, I'll take a win. And if we can get one, we can get two. And we will just continue to build one day at a time, one step at a time, 1 year at a time, one season at a time, 1 year at a time, to deliver on the promise of Texas A&M University.
That that wraps up our listening. Leroy Burrell, the new A&M track and field head coach, over from Auburn. By all accounts, all resumes, by all the measuring standards, just an absolute grand slam, phenomenal hire for A&M track and field. And he spoke more, but that's our part of the listening, his intro. And that last part, I thought that was the perfect, brilliant part. You know, 1 win, 2 win, step by step. And I love everything we heard. Got a quick text message, Ray in South Texas. Thanks for the track and field update. Love A&M's track and field program. Happy 250th, Louie. Semper Fi, Ray in South Texas. Ray, Semper Fi, brother. When we return, hour number 1 done. We'll wrap things up here on the Louie Bellina Show, presented by CC Electric on the Zone.
The Louie Bellina Show. You know how we do. Don't miss the monthly beer recommendations with Alan Ward of Brigadoon Brewery.
Come on, let's go.
Join Louie weekdays 11 to 2 on the Zone.